So Danny, it's been a really busy summer. Just give us a down low on what's gone on.
Yeah, obviously everyone has seen the 9 transfers that Craig, Johnny and the team have brought in, and I think that's testament to the amount of work they were doing at the back end of last season all the way through this summer. The work's not done yet. Really importantly, we've made sure that we bring the right person in. It's not just their footballing ability, but it's the right character and personality to bring in. So a massive testament not just to the recruitment, but also some of the retention that we've had and the work that's gone on around the training ground at KCL, that volunteers have chipped in, staff members have played their part as well to make the training ground far more professional and feel far more AFC Wimbledon. It's got its own kitchen, etc. So I really want to pay testament to everyone who's played their part in that.
And off the field, has it been an equally busy summer?
Yeah, the end of the season does seem like only a few weeks ago. The close season seems to get shorter and shorter. However, we've had an awful lot of plans that we've now put into place. Some things people will see when they come to the game on Saturday and Tuesday, QPR and Portsmouth respectively, but other stuff and more stuff will follow in the coming weeks as we build up to Coventry and to Wrexham and beyond.
What are the key 3 things that you want fans to be aware of?
Yeah, so there's an awful lot that we're trying to do to improve the matchday experience, and that starts when people purchase their ticket. So we've brought in additional resource to support that department, and we've tried to be far more proactive in terms of advising fans and potential fans of when we go on sale with not just home games, cup games, friendlies, as well as away games as well. We're shortly going to be introducing a loyalty point system that will reward those that are able to go to more away games, so that when we do have big fixtures, not only will season ticket holders get priority, but also those that come regularly to games. Additionally, fans will notice when they come to games, we've made further improvements to the speed of service, not just within the shop, not just within the ticket office, but also around the ground when people are enjoying a pie or a pint.
There's obviously been big changes in the commercial department. How are we looking for the season ahead?
Yeah, we welcomed Andrew Steed in as our head of commercial, and alongside Pietro with support of myself as well. We're pleased to announce that all but one of our commercial partners is renewed, in addition to us bringing a number of new partners on board. One of those being Omnia, who played a massive part in our pre-season tour in helping fund that via their sponsorship of that tour. And just on that tour, really want to pay massive plaudits to the PLC board that enabled that to happen, along with the support of Omnia and the fans that travelled out there. It was absolutely excellent experience. You know, Chris, you were lucky enough to come out with us. Not only was it a good game, but the Thursday night at the 12-man, and plaudits to the guys that run that. That was a really enjoyable experience. To be able to unveil a player there in Amani was absolutely fantastic, and those that were there can count themselves very fortunate. Hopefully we can make that an annual thing where we can welcome even more fans and announce that far more in advance than we were able to this year.
So earlier this week we put out a story about the programme to give supporters an update. How are we looking to improve things on that side?
Yeah, I was brought up, as every football fan was, that being a staple of the match day. Unfortunately for too many people now, that is not a staple. Obviously in the digital age, clearly information can be at the flick of a finger and you're there. The reality is, when we've looked at the finances of the matchday programme, it loses a 5-figure sum every year, plus all the resource drain that it does have. However, we see it as a very important part of that matchday experience, so we want to keep it as long as we can. However, we have to improve the profitability. Therefore, we're going to increase the visibility, we're going to improve the programme content in itself as best as we can, and basically make that programme available in as many points and touch points around the ground as we possibly can. Coming from the Coventry and Wrexham game onwards, fans will see that. And above all else, we encourage people to make sure that if they love the programme, purchase the programme, spread the word, and let's boost those sales.
So for the first time we haven't gone on general sale for the upcoming Wrexham fixture at home. Can you just explain why we've done that?
Yeah, we're expecting a few fixtures this year to be sold out. Last year we sold out a few games. What we're making sure we do this year is that we're far more proactive on our communications. So for the Wrexham game, we've given priority for season ticket holders. Some people might say, well, they've already got a ticket, but for them to be able to bring someone with them, and also to our junior dons and our valued debenture holders. So we've tried to basically, before we go on public sale, give priority to those that have given loyalty to us. We will then go on public sale should there be tickets that are left. We're expecting Wrexham's very much to take their full allocation, and we're expecting a full house for that fixture and many more to come, hopefully at Cherry Red Records Stadium.
We're obviously conducting the interview in the Silver Lounge. There's a lot of improvements that are going to be made. Can you just talk us through those?
Yeah, so we've made an investment which fans that are able to come up to the Silver Lounge, a reminder, we obviously have the man of the match presentation that everyone subject to capacity can come up to post-game, as well as enjoy hospitality before and after. We've invested in light, sound, dance floor and stage, and all of those will be put finishing touches in August and in September. We're in the Silver Lounge today. Today we've got, I think the first time we've done this as a club, and it's something that myself, Craig and Nick have been very keen and passionate to do. So prior to the season starting, we've got everyone coming in today. So players, staff, absolutely everyone on the payroll here, along with representatives of our board and the Don's Trust, as well as we've got people coming in explaining DLAG, explaining the foundation, explaining Wish, so that new members of staff, new players, not only feel part of the club but can embrace it, understand it and respect it.
I understand we're going to be releasing details of initiatives around certain match days. Can you just explain about that, please?
Yeah, so we're just finalising at the moment so that most match days have a theme around them. There's nothing more important than 90 minutes, but we want to create a bit of fanfare, create a bit of excitement. When fans come in for the Coventry and Wrexham game, it will feel a bit different to what it was before, but good different. And we're very much looking about how we can enhance that match day experience. Things like the Oktoberfest were so popular last year. Good news is we'll be repeating that and looking at themes, football for £5, an international day, a retro day, etc. so that we can hang our coattails and appeal to new fans whilst also being relevant to our loyal fan base that we've got.
As everyone knows, we launched a new partnership with Umbro. The kits seem to have gone down really well. Just give us a word on the retail team and also how that whole launch process went.
Yep, it wasn't our desire to leave Hummel, unfortunately, as was well documented. The supplier for the UK unfortunately went into administration, so at the start of this year we had a blind panic for a moment, but through the hard work of many, including Mark, and I must pay plaudits to Mark Jones, obviously one of the founders of AFC Wimbledon, but without him the designs wouldn't be what they were for the last few years, and this year I think he's excelled, and unfortunately he's created a precedent now for how good those kit designs have got to be going forward. They're flying off the shelves, that's just not sales talk, but the shop feels vibrant, the online feels vibrant, and I think not only have we got 3 great designs, we've got goalkeeper kits, leisure wear, and we've expanded our range of merchandise, etc., so that our offering is really good, and soon fans will be able to buy in other points around the ground and not just have to come into the shops. I really want to pay a massive plaudit to everyone that's played their part in putting our retail. I want it to be one of the best in the EFL, and I think we're more than on that journey.
Over the summer we freshened up our approach to content. Can you just give a few words on that, please?
Yeah, obviously last year we were losing more games than we were winning, sadly. What we wanted to do over the summer is to bring the personality of our coaching team, of our football department and staff in general to life. We've all got individual personalities and we want to showcase that as best we can. One of the features, Chris, I'll just saying it because you're at the end of the camera, was the feature that we did in Johnny's garden. Not only did it show that clearly he's got a well-kept lawn, etc., but the reality is we got to know Johnny that much better. And we'll be doing features, I know that you'll be doing that throughout the year and the season ahead, and I think it's bits like that that bring fans closer to the action and closer to all the work that goes on behind the scenes, on the pitch and off the pitch.
And just to finish off, a final message to our supporters ahead of the 23-24 campaign.
Bring it on. The reality is we've all put a huge amount of work in. The loyalty of our fans is exceptional. We're just about to eclipse sales from last season of where we were when we started the season, maybe even eclipse where we ended up at the end of last season when you include half-season tickets. That's nothing short of miraculous, and that's down to the loyalty, dedication and damn right amazing support, enviable support that we've got from our fans, we've got from our commercial partners. What we want to do now is make this place rocking. We want to get this ground as full as we possibly can get people in early, people staying late, enjoying the atmosphere. We can sell this ground out more often than not. When I walk around the area and I walk around Wimbledon, it's great to see our shirts. I want to swap those people that have got Chelsea shirts on Arsenal shirts and put an AFC Wimbledon shirt. We've got a great club here, something we should be really proud of. Let's spread that word, let's get this ground full and let's really enjoy winning games of football.